And just like that, yours truly is back. Welcome to Thrashing Code. I have returned as promised with a nefariously non-specific time, whereas it was a specific time, but not really a specific time. It was just kind of like meh. I was gonna get back by like 4 o'clock, and it looks like it's 3:47 my time. So, hey, I'm back early in that regard. But anyway, got to eat. Made some good grub, like I do, and listen to some metal. Same shindig. And anyway, we're getting back into it now. In the earlier session, we looked at one of the Azure functions that I'd written up and got deployed in Go. I was trying to get it to run via the CLI, via the terminal, right? So that I could automate the deployment of said function. However, that ended up turning into a little bit of a quagmire. So what I'm going to do is go through the actual documentation for the command line C# deployment of a C# Azure function. Get that up and running, and then we're going to look at getting that automated, and then mesh it into an automated deployment of Hasura HQ or Hasura API out into Azure 2. Once that's done, I'll probably wrap up this session. That'll probably take about an hour plus. So let's see if we can tear through this and basically, kick some ass and get things done. Yeah, because that's how we do it around here on ye old Thrashing Code. All right, so first things first. I got my Postman up. This is not going to be right, but anyway. Here's the documentation right here, this path. I'll throw that into the chat just so you can have the link. You should be able to click that, bounce out directly to the documentation if you want to check out the documentation. Let's see here, and I got to get my face back down where it is supposed to be. Here we go. All right, cool. And again, if you need that link or anything, let me know. I'll get you the link. Here's the quick starts, which aren't specifically stated what they are. Anyway, we're not going to do a quick start per se, because there's C#, Java, JavaScript, PowerShell, Python, TypeScript, and other Go. I did other Go last time, which was specifically for Visual Studio Code. However, Visual Studio Code, as I outlined earlier, there's some issues automating that flow. It's a little bit more cumbersome. So since I know C#, I'm going to shift to C#, and we're going to get this function up and running. So first things first, do we have .NET Core 3.1 installed? Let's bounce out here. I'm going to do .NET, I think it's version, or .NET version. I did not spell that right, did I? .NET version. There we go. All right, 5.0. That's not what I need per the docs, but you know what? Well, this is a .NET Core SDK, 3.1 SDK. Let's take a look real quick. So it's 5.0 recommended here. We're gonna go with 5.0 and hope that I'm probably biting myself in the kicking myself right in the ass with that one. But all right, we're gonna go with 5 and see where we get. We got this installed per the last time. This is weird because it reports 2.28 and it shows as nothing is updated. And then I don't know. I'm not using PowerShell. We got the Azure account up and running. Func version to check that the required versions are installed. So what is this? .NET? No, list SDKs. So list SDKs. See, I got 3.1 on there though, and 5.0. And yep, and we already signed in. All right. So anyway, we're just gonna keep rolling here. Keep rolling. So we're gonna do this local function project. So let's clear this out. Oh shoot, that is not what I want. Did it create the folder? Yeah, so let's remove that. I just want to have it nice and organized here in my codes directory. So now let's do that now. There we go. Navigate to the project folder. All right. There we go. That looks good. We got a CS proj file in there for the project. I feel like I should have a little bit of a discussion about a solution file per one of the previous Twitter conversations that I had, but I'm not going to do that because we're going to keep focused here. So add a function to your project using the following command where name is the unique name of your function. The template argument specifies the function's trigger. Wait, what? It specifies the name. HTTP example, and the template argument specifies the function's trigger. Well, that's what it needs left as, right? I don't know about that wording. Func new creates an HTTP example code file. Okay, let's do this, and then we do need to change the HTTP example, though, I believe. And we're gonna go with naming is hard. Anybody got a suggestion? Graphin. Don't ask me why. I don't really know. You like GraphQL, but eh. All right, it's created successfully from the HTTP trigger template. All right. And I'm going to try to do most of this just from the CLI. Function locally and examine the contents later. Okay, yeah. Code generally. Okay, let's get this in. Oh, nope, I'm going to have to open something for this. So I'm going to use writer. Okay, so it opened on the other screen. It's going through the dialog. And then it did this, right? So it says the directory local function proj contains one project. Open them instead of opening the directory. I do want to open the project instead of just the directory because of the way Writer and the way .NET projects open. I want the project open and not just a bunch of files and folders. So I'm going to trust and open this. And Nyan-Cat's gonna rock and roll and get that all read in. So I'm going to let that process for a second. I'm going to open the file while it's processing. So it's basically, what that does is go through the whole thing. And well, as you saw, the color coding pop up and the autocomplete and all the other stuff is now done through the introspection engine of the Writer IDE, JetBrains Writer IDE, which is for specifically .NET. All right. Okay, so this does the same thing as my other Go function did with, well, but with more code, less code. I don't know about the same. So it's a public static class called Graphin, and then I have a function name called a Graphin. And then do I need to change? Takes a parameter, a query parameter of name. So again, just like the other one. Get or post. It's on the static async method function, or method. Static async method. C# calls them methods. The function name is per the Azure call. It's Azure function. So that's kind of important to note. Not terribly important, but kind of important to note. All right. So and then we got name, request body. What is this? Telling me I can do something with this? Nope. It says something here. What is it now? There we get to whatever. Then dynamic JSON convert to serialized object, request body, name equals that, and then string response message. It spits it out. So it puts hello, blah, this HTTP triggered execution successfully, and it'll print out the name we send it. All right, so that's all fine and dandy. Let's see here, local function project, nothing here. Let's see if we can build it. What does writer do for us in this regard? I'm fascinated to see, like, will we just see it spit something out? Will it, oh, it actually runs, check it out, Azure Functions core tools. It takes that and runs it. So, and then if we go here and open that puppy up, which I just did, this trigger functions successfully. Let's pass the parameter just to make sure. Chuck E. Cheese. And what? No, you don't like my. So the question is what did it not? Well, if I just go to it though, in the query string or in the request body for a personalized response. So let's do this. Oh, it did it there. Why is it? It's a little confusing about the browser there. It's like I thought I was putting in, yeah, it's working in there. Did I just not, is my syntax messed up? Oh, I keep putting ampersand instead of question mark, duh. Okay, well, all right, we got that. And then it said you could put it in the body. So let's do that, form data? No, that's raw. Let's do raw. Turkeys. Let's take this off. I didn't think that was going to work, but I think post is what should work with this. No? Whatever. Fine enough with the other bit. So we know this works. Oh, whoops. None. Go back to params. There we go. All right, Frankie Turtle's there. Oh, here we go. Expected. Oh, you probably got to do like name equals blah 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 in the function. Anyway, that's all there. We know that JetBrains Writer runs that, which is pretty cool. So there's our JSON files as expected. Our ignore. Oh, and when we don't do it via, let's take a look at the directory real quick. Clear list all. Oh, interesting. Wow, so it does that anyway? That's in the template. That's not a good separation of concerns, y'all. Like the VS Code, Visual Studio Code directory, if I don't use Visual Studio Code directory to build a thing, it shouldn't put it in there. That's, anyway. So .IDEA is created when I open it in the JetBrains Writer IDE. So let's do this though. Let's do this. There we go. And then we're going to add some more stuff here. .es store, .ada. All right, that did that. So where's the terminal here? I get init. git add.get ignore, and then let's knock the there we go. Okay, so that's ready to get pushed up when we get around to that. So the next step, though, is to... Okay, we got that in there. Action results, learn more Azure, HTTP running to run the function locally. We did that. We didn't do it func start, just... I did that yesterday, but... Or last session, I mean. Func start is another way to do it. And it just runs that which you just saw in the IDE, the Writer IDE. Because the Writer IDE uses Microsoft Build Engine, the same thing here. Or does it use the Build Engine? Whatever it uses. I forget exactly how it does it. But it's basically running the same thing, though. It's using the Azure Function Core Tools, which we saw in the log there. Running this, and then, you know, you can run it. So that's that. Anyway. Here is shown above. You likely started the host from outside the root folder of the project. Okay, yeah. Copy the URL, do that, then create supporting Azure resources for your function. A resource group, storage account. So let's do this. Let's create this. And what I'm going to do here is, let's do a make dir infra. Oops, infra. Or should we do a separate infra project? We're going to do infra here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it at the root. Let's go back to Writer. Let's see about adding. Can we add like a folder? Directory. Is that legit though? Okay, well it's enough. So do that, and then we're going to do a new file, and it's going to be start, or actually let's call it deploy. And then let's do another one, and we'll call it destroy. And I don't know how to do this in here, so actually, will it let you? It doesn't seem to be a run unit test. That's not what I want to do. Anyway, here we go. So then we're going to do deploy. Destroy, and that should, let's see here, list. Yeah, so they're red. That means they will be run then, runnable. Did that give me anything new here? Nope. Okay, so the editor, JetBrains Writer Editor doesn't seem to run these. The other uses though, you can use Writer and you can actually run them. All right, so anyway, deploy. So we're gonna do AZ group name. Let's call this, it's a resource group, but let's call it, well, should I just leave it the default function is quick start? Now we're gonna do resource group, and then Graphin RG, location, what was it, US West 2, right? Oh god, West US2. There. That did it. All right, now, okay, so we got a resource group now. And then okay, resource group, and then blah, 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 create a general purpose storage account. I don't really know what we're using this storage account for at this point. Oh, let's do the destroy. So we're gonna make sure we do this clean. So AZ CLI Azure delete resource group. I want this, yeah. Resource type, resource group name. Okay, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. So let's hear it's this, and then graphin RG. So let's do this. Oh geez, they don't have the shell editor in here. That's annoying. Anyway, so let's do deploy. Let's deploy. Succeeded. And let's actually go look at that in the dashboard. Oh, there it is, graphin RG. So that shows there. Now let's go back over here and let's do destroy. Yes. So it should just take a second because there's not really anything in it. When you have more stuff in a resource group, like other stuff could happen when you try to delete it. All right, so if we go back over and take a look, come on. Okay, yeah, come on, dashboard. Why are you so out of date? Well, anyway, it's not there. And you can see it's not there. See? So anyway, whatever, dashboard. We'll come back to that later. So this though, storage name. Let's do this, graphin storage. All right, and then region again. Is this where it's flipped around? So we'll do US West 2 resource group. Oh, I probably need to set a. We'll refactor this later and get the right stuff in here so that it's not, you know, we're not going through the same. Actually, you know what? Let's call deploy. Call this build. I like that. DE is too many letters at the beginning to. Oh, so. Oh, there isn't a. It's just West US. Actually, let's try to put it in there. Is that what it said? So working on the storage account. It might take a minute, I guess. All right, there we go. So then, all right, let's go look at it. So we should be able to go into here. Yeah, there we go. And then, no storage account. resources, storage accounts. So there it is. I don't know why it's not showing graph and RG in the resource group. So just, oh, there it is. Never mind. Never mind, it's there. It's there. So then let's do a destroy. And yes. And then because I'm doing it this way and I like being lazy, let's do this. Let's do an echo. Yes. Or I guess it's just yes, right? And do a little pipe there and then boom. So there I shouldn't get prompted anymore. We go back here and let's see what our next step is. Create the function app in Azure. Okay, in the previous example, replace storage name with blah, blah, blah. Create the function app in Azure. Holy bananas. Can we do this? Okay, Azure function app, create this resource group. So here's the resource group. And this is, what was the other, I don't remember what we put there, shoot. It was something like that, maybe West US 2. Runtime.net, version 3, app name. We'll call it graph and calls. And then the storage name is graph and storage. And hopefully that works. So let's build. Okay. Where? Graph and calls, graph and storage. This command creates a function app running the specified language runtime under the blah 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 consumption plan. Oh yeah, so what do we do? I feel like there was a particular region. Oh yeah. Okay. So it is, yeah, it can be US West 2, I believe. Oh, whoa, what? Oh, come back here. Runtime version is not supported for runtime.net. .NET version will be 3.1 for this function app. Application insights, graph and calls is created for this function. You can visit blah, blah, blah. Oh, so, okay. That was my problem with having both the versions installed, right? So, like, when I went .NET version, it shows that I'm on 5.0, but we know I have both of those installed. So let's see about set.NET version. Here we go, .NET Core set version. What? Oh, I hope it doesn't. This is the latest installed version. When you build an assembly, target framework, Okay, SQ uses latest version installed. Example of global. Is that in this project? I don't think so. Yep, no, okay. So let's go and find, yeah, so how do you do this? Please don't make this complicated. Target framework monitors define build time APIs. Yeah, right. So the target framework? This is basically what I want it set to then. Supports a fixed set of frameworks, .NET Standard. Okay, that's far more complicated than I need it to be. So the real question is, okay, let's do this. I didn't want to have to, what? Yeah. Oh no, I didn't want to, I don't think I wanted to do that. Anyway, so here, that's what we do. So, oh, but it says .NET 3. You know what? Whatever. Sure, install that for later version. Oh yeah, C#. Okay. All right, that's nice. Back to where I was at. Oh, I closed the whole JetBrains writer thing. Writer there. So the next step, we did the storage account create. Now we need to do the Azure CLI. Yes, that's what we need to do. There's Nyan Cat working for us, like Nyan Cat do. Gets it done. Okay. Build. Let's do this. Let's get down the next line. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Shit. So that's done. Oh, we need to do the deployment. Yeah, so func Azure function app publish app name. So wait, so after you've successfully created your function app in Azure, you're now ready to deploy your local functions project by using the Azure function app publish command. Yeah. Okay, that's what we want to do. Is this where app name is whatever I made the app name? Which is, oh yeah, graphing calls. That's what it is. So let's do, and that's that core tools thing. Anyway, let's do that. All right, so build. And I think this is idempotent, or idempotent, however you say it. Right, so it says that, but it should be 3.1. It's set to build with 3.1. And I think 5, in this case, should run it. It's an extremely simple function. I don't see how that should be a problem. But anyway, oh, there we go, getting site publishing info. What does that even mean? Operation is not valid due to the current state of the project. What do I need a local build? What do I need? What do I need? I don't know. Is something set to... Yeah, it's on the right. Shit. Yeah, let's have some arbitrary problem right smack in the middle of this. Copy. And let's go look it up. So this. "10 months ago." Wait, ask question asked 9 years ago. What? Was this like a default? Oh, crap. Oh, I feel like I need to probably do this. Azure Functions. Because what is this? Operation. Yeah, Entity Framework. This is default crap. Completely useless. Okay. So this may be, and maybe this. .NET Azure function executed by logic apps triggered by a SQL connector when an item is created v2. The functions gather data from multiple APIs. Da, da, da. Do I even have that setting somewhere? Oh, did I need to add? I had to add something here on the last project. Let's actually look at that. Is it? Oh yeah, function cycling. Oh, interesting. Excluded type. Oh yeah, there it is. So this, I probably need that. Or maybe I don't need that. Did the docs say something about that? Let's go look real quick. Group delete, functions, create there. Okay. Is enabled true. Excluded types request. Application insights. Oh, sampling. But then extension bundle and custom handler. Oh, that goes on the custom handler. I don't even have one of those. And then doesn't go there. It goes down at, yeah, okay. So this is not gonna work. Maybe we should do that. Graphic calls. Graphic calls. Publish graphic calls. Let's try that. Let's destroy it real quick. Oh, interesting. So use yes to go around that because whatever they did nukes that. Okay. There we go. All right, starting, running, delete. Oh, this is bugging the hell out of me. Should have been easier. Operation canceled. Unable to prompt for confirmation. That's no TY. Yes. Operation canceled. Operation is not valid due to the current state of the project. Why does it do this 3 times? Sure takes its time to delete this stuff. Running, still going. Oh, did it finish? It finished! Yay! Okay. Whoops. Remember that fussing them out. Anyway. Alright. So we got that done. To a degree. Let's see if we can do the whole build now. And while that's running, we are going to have, let's see, how should I run it? Should we have it be in a different project? Should we have it be, well, let's do this. Let's do this, and then we're going to create a folder, directory. We'll call it Hasura. What does it say? Version is not supported. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let's try to do this. Well, the resources are there though. template will fail. JSON. All right, maybe I need to uninstall .NET 5 altogether. Will that work? Is the question. Let's see. This. So it is over there. Maybe if I do. Trying to get rid of that stupid, annoying fuzzy color. I think that might have done it. Oh, look at there. Now it's correct. Okay. Oh God. Okay, that didn't help at all. Oh, graphing, what? Was not found. Right. Because it's. Oh shoot, I did the wrong name rename. There we go. Storage count, then this, and then the function name. Okay, and then the function name. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do destroy first. And then we'll do build. Let's here in the meantime, we're gonna bounce in here. And let's do a Hasura init. I think it'll let me, yeah, so put that in the Hasura directory. Okay, so let's remove that. See, I'm trying to trick the IDE into not making me like import all the stuff under here. Ah, so okay, that worked. I don't know if what I did exactly made it work, but it worked. All right, this is set up for localhost, which really, well, anyway, clear. We're doing this all straight up editing in production. This is some crazy stuff. But you're gonna see how it all fits together, because this is super badass. Let's see here. All right, so the first things we need. Let's do this. Let's do infra. Yeah, we'll do this. So we're gonna do a file. Main TF. Yeah, go ahead and add it. Oh, what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what we want. Install the plugin. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and in here, what we need is Terraform. Your required providers. Azure. Are you kidding me? Come on. RM equals this. Why do you hate this? Why do you hate me? RM source. Anyway, I know that's right, so whatever. HashiCorp Azure RM, and then version equals, we'll go with 2.41.0. That's the last, whoops, that was the last one I was using pretty extensively. And you know what, this looks right, so just add it to the dictionary. Yeah, add it to the dictionary. There we go. Okay, beautiful. And provider is going to be Azure RM. And then, yep, okay, that's a required field, even if it's empty. And then we're going to do resource. And we'll go with, shoot, what are we calling it in here? Search out group name, Graphin RG. Oh wait, we need to do Azure RM resource group. Oops. And there's that. Location will be West US 2, and then we'll call it the Graphen group. And now we're going to need some variables. So let's see, we'll do a variable for username. We'll do a variable for password. This is for the setup of our GraphQL database, which we'll be using for the gateway thing. Oh, do I need to quote these things? Like, does this work? Variable, username. I feel like that's required, but anyway, I'm going to keep going because I didn't do it and it looks like it's okay. API port, that'll be the port for our API server's console. And then we're going to have a PG database. Oops, that's a bad habit in this situation. All right, PG database, and then we're going to have the I think that's about it. So we did, yeah, username, password. So username will basically be Postgres, but we'll set it up this way just because it's a bit cleaner. Output, let's do Hasura URI path. Okay, and then that needs to have a value assigned to it. Then there's another output, which will be the, actually no, that's it. Now let's do, the value needs to be kind of a crazy thing. So let's do, it's a $, and then braces, and it'll be Azure RM resource group dot Graphen RG, and we'll want the fully qualified domain name, and then we're gonna parse that into, concatenate it against this one, which will be our API port, and that'll give us our console and our API port, so we can go directly to our Hasura console once this whole puppy is done running. Ow. Oh no, actually this is not what I want. We'll come back to this. Yeah, we have to come back to it. Which we'll do in a minute. We'll come right back to it. Okay, so that's the main pieces. Actually, we'll do this. Can I? Actually, yeah, we'll just do that for now. We'll come back to that altogether. Now, I'm going to set these on my other screen real quick. Basically, it's this, right? So I'm going to do code, and my RC file is this because I'm using Zish. If you're using Bash, you got to use that. If you're in Windows, you got to go set the environment variables. Actually, I don't even know how you do most of this stuff in Windows. You'd have to run Bash profile, or you have to run the PowerShell stuff, whatever. Sorry, you're just gonna have to figure it out on Windows because I'm not even trying to figure it out at this point. But if you're running Linux or Mac for that matter, you can run Zish, and you get Zish RC, or you get Bash RC, or you get Bash profile, depending on whatever it is. So pick whichever one it is for the type of system you're running, and then open it up, and it'll have the variables in there. In my particular case, because I'm using basically the same template that I've used for some other creations, these values are already set, which is cool. Just like my Terraform is already set up to be used against Azure, which means what you'll have to do is bounce out here, and I'll show you what I got for you already. So if you got to my blog here, boom, and then you go and you search for it's your Azure, probably will bring it right up. So that URI, by the way, will go into chat. And then, yeah, so there's TerraZura, which is basically a project that follows this template I'm talking about right now very closely. But here's the thing. It's set up Terraform and Azure CLI right here. Has all the information about this that you need. Plus, I did some another blog entry with how to use Packer, right? So that's a pretty useful one if you ever have to use Packer. I don't know what this React thing is. That's ancient. And then here's one where I set up Kubernetes, which if you go through those first two blog entries, it's got all the pieces you need to be able to set up the basic stuff that you need for what we're doing. You don't have to go into all this Kubernetes stuff. This is, oh, I need to fix all this code. That is unfortunate. Anyway, I'll do that a little later because it's a pretty useful blog entry. But it talks about Terraform, Azure CLI, how to specifically set those up, where to set the environment variables, and then how to get logged in, and then how to get all of the specific values to set up a service principal to do Terraform executions. However, you don't need to do it by service principal. You can just use your local Azure account login. But if you're going to do it via a Bastion server or you're going to do full deploys, you probably want to set up a service principal to do those with. And that's what all this talks about, all the way down to getting to the resource group, which we just did, and then setting up the environment variables here, and the TF var subscription, et cetera, that you need, and all that good jazz. All right, so there is main. And then, so over here in, wait, where's our, oh, build. What I'm going to do is now up here before all this. So I'm not going to use, I'm not going to do this to do the group anymore. I'm going to put Terraform init. Oh wait, nope, not Terraform init yet. Let's do cd, boom, boom. Oh no, we are in this directory. We're going to stay in this directory. Okay, so Terraform init, that'll initialize that stuff. And then we want to do a Terraform apply. And then in here, I'm going to set up a var. And let's see here, I have the copy and paste for most of these. For the existing ones in another project. Let me find them real quick. Just a second more. And I have found them. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to want to do cd, right, cd, wait, I'm in infra, so then cd out to Hasura. Or no, we'll go ahead and do these things. Set up the function. Do we want to do that? Yeah. Oh, we should probably just set up the storage in the Terraform too. We'll come back to that in a second. Or no, I should go ahead and do that. Yeah, so let's figure out how to do that in Terraform. Azure RM Terraform storage. Oh, there we go. Storage account. And then what are we doing? We're just doing it's in the resource group, SKU, standard, LRS, location, and it just says create the storage account. And we name it this thing. So if we go over to, let's go ahead and put that in here. So resource, Azure RM, storage account, right? Yeah, storage account. And then we'll call this the Graphin, actually what did I call it? Oh, Graphin storage. Graphin storage. And then in here we have name. Oh, and that's actually Graphin storage, yeah. So that is Graphin storage. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and add the properties, required properties. Okay, there we go. And this is, let's call it graphing storage account. That's what we'll call it. And then replication type. We didn't do that, but what is the, I guess let's hear it. Storage account name, GRS, account replication, GRS. So is that the standard RLS probably? Yeah, so let's do this, and then list 2. And here we're going to do Azure, whoops, no, not that one, Azure group dot, that one, dot name. Yep, okay, and location, oh yeah, I could do the location that way too, because that's redundant. So Azure resource group dot, that one dot location. There we go. So remove some redundancies already. Account replication type. Oh, I thought this is okay. Account tier. Oh, let's do standard. Or no, they said in there it's standard LRS. No, what is that one? Account tier standard replication type GRS. Can I do GRS with this one? I don't know. Yep. All right, we're gonna go with that. So okay, hopefully that'll create that for us. All right, so we should be able to do this, and then functions. Come to that in a second. Let's see if we can get this. Actually, let's do this. Let's do another file, create another file, and then just put temp.text. And nope, I don't want to add it. I'm just going to put that in there. And then we're going to put these things in there too. Like so. Well, and let's go back to our other terminal. What did that say? Can't find app with name Graphin. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that and get cleared away. But right now, as it stands, we're getting pretty close here. Deploy the function probably in Azure. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So that should get the resource group and the storage built. So let's try that out. Clear. And then where did build go? Build's right here. So let's do build. Oh god, it's gonna probably put, yeah. Oh yeah, so let's hear, what do we need to add the Terraform stuff. Terraform .lock.acl .terraform.tfstate.lock.info, and then terraform.tfstate. Say so expected account tier to be one of standard. Got standard RLs. Oh, so let's put. So I don't know what standard LRS is then. It's like GRS, but put together or something. I don't know. Let's get our thing. fixed here. Status. Oh, yeah, and then dot Terra form. And then what is it? Dot VS Code. There we go. So get add dot get ignore. Oh yeah, clear. Yeah, get add. And get all those. Get commit the remainder of items. What? That's stupidest. That was the dumbest message I've written in ages. Status. There we go. Okay. And then see the build. Wait, I wonder if there's a yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So let's do a destroy. And this will actually become not that, but what's my build is like graph and server, and my server name is graph_db. There we go. All right, while that runs for a moment. Oh, I'm just gonna sip my coffee, that's what I want to do. I was hoping this was gonna take an hour, and here we are at 1 hour and 14 minutes. That is ever so hyper annoying. Oh, if only infrastructure was faster. If only there was a more reasonable way to test this stuff. Oh, did I already delete? Yeah, I did. It went back to the file. That's funny. Let's see about this. Then we're going to bounce back in here. Hopefully it's not there now. Graph and group should be deleted too. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that to be deleted. Hopefully that, yeah, okay, we're looking good now. All right, clear. Let's look at destroy, build. All right, that's looking good. This looking all right. Let's run build. There we go. So that's initialized. Now it should be running an apply already. Oh, I didn't put the yes in there. So let's go to that. So it says adding two. So it's going to try to do the storage again and the other thing. And it should do that without any issue. All right, that looks good. So if I bounce back over here and we do a refresh. Yeah, all right, so there's graphing group, terraformized, which makes it much cleaner for us to deal with. Oh yeah, and then let's add the other, oh God, this is so frustrating. So terraform.tfstate, terraform.tfstate.backup. All right, there, that nicks those things. And then git add. There we go. All right, git commit added the other Terraform files to ignore. And I still didn't do. Yeah, okay, I didn't do that. That's fine, whatever. Okay. Build, destroy, main, temp, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do I want to do here? Haven't even got to that part yet. Okay. So I think the build is good. So let's add the next parts. We got main in there. Yep. So then let's add the servers. This part is definitely not serverless. We got some legit servers in there. But so far this seems easier to me than actually trying to run the serverless stuff. Alright, so I got this stuff kind of memorized, kind of referencey, so I'll be staring at stuff at the same time I'm telling you about this. So we're going to have an Azure RM Postgres server, and this is going to be called Graphin PG server. And then the location is going to be, what was our thing? Azure RM resource group dot location dot, yep, that, then location. All right. Then the name is going to be, what did we call it? Didn't we give the name? Yeah, Graphin server. Oh, I think I put that in there, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I did add that variable already. So the variable's over there in main. If you're wondering what that autocomplete is coming from, it's coming from system resources that we've already added here and the variables. So between those things, this IDE writer and any other JetBrains writer with the HCL plugin, the HashiCorp configuration language plugin, will autocomplete things like this for you. All right, so, all right, all two of us watching, be sure to follow. This is where the stuff gets good. Azure RM, resource group, Graphin name, all right, and then SKU name is, oh shit, it's a SKU name. Oh, this is where I gotta go, give me a second here. Ah, I knew I had it sitting somewhere in junk. And version, we're gonna go with 11 because the other ones in Azure always give me gruff these days. So the other things that I need to do, let's see here. Oh, that's the required stuff. So I'm gonna put in the backup retention days, just to 7, because I like to set that. I want to make sure that, whoops. Then the there we go. Backup is set to false because I don't want to pay for that. Auto grow enabled is set to true. And then storage, megabytes, 5120 is the base to start with. And now we want to set the administrator login, which is going to be var.username, and then the administrator password, which is going to be var.password. And then another thing we want to do is set up the SSL enforcement. Enabled to true. Thought it was deprecated there for a second. I was like, I just used that recently. The hell am I supposed to use now? Okay. And let's see here. Resource. Oh, what's the next thing? Oh yeah, we need. Nope, that's the servers. That's the server we're using, which will be an actual server. And then let's add a database. So that would be resource. Azure Postgres server, Azure RM Postgres. There we go, database. Why didn't auto complete the whole thing? Anyway, so Graphin database. And let's do this. Add the properties that are required. All right, so we got a collation and character set, which I have right up here at the top. I'm going to set it to UTF-8 in English United States 1252, which I know that ain't the most obvious thing in the world. You kind of have to look up those things. PG database. What is this? Error, complete an item instead of inserting a new line. Okay. Don't freak out. Actually, let's do this. Database. PG. It is PG database. Why am I getting this squiggly? Whatever. Screw off with that stuff. Can't we just like not check certain things? Anyway, resource group is Azure resource group. That one. Name. And then, oh wait. Server name. Well, okay, server name would be, no wait, whoops. That dot name. Okay. So that should work. So that should add a server and the database to the server. Let's run our build again. Yep, please update the 2. It's going to destroy nothing. It's going to add 2 to the existing bits. Yeah, database bits. So that'll probably take a minute or two. While it's going, we're going to go ahead and start on servers. Let's do a file for firewalls. We'll need to open up the database firewall in order to have the API server talk to thing. Oh, I didn't do that right. There we go. So this, and we're going to do a resource. Resource is going to be an Azure RM. What is it? It's Postgres. there it is right there, firewall rule. And we're just going to call it the graphing rule. And then I'm going to copy stuff from one of my other ones. So let's see here, I want to do endpoint and the name, and nip that, and then start IP. That okay, allow Azure internal. And this is going to be Azure RM resource group dot name, and this is going to be the Azure RM Postgres server dot this one dot name. All right, so that's all good and groovy. And when this is done making or building in a minute, we should just be able to add that firewall. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Digital Drummer, how are you? It goes pretty well. I'm trying to make a C# Azure function, and right now I'm building out some of the other infrastructure within the cloud that I'll be using the Azure function with. There's been some fits and starts. I started out trying it with Go, and automating that became a bit cumbersome. The expectation is that you use Visual Studio Code to deploy the Go code one. And I didn't feel like reading more docs on getting the CLI figured out for the deployment of said thing. I'll fiddle with it later. It's doable, it looks like, but I don't know the CLI pieces for the Azure Functions good enough to be able to put it all together. So I switched to C# because it has command line options kind of built in and how it's supposed to work. And that's going kind of okay, even though I didn't get it deployed. I tried to deploy it and it says something's not right in the state of the project, which is just joyous. Needless to say, my Azure Functions experience it's going downhill just a little bit. So I'm deploying the other parts that I already definitely know how to do because I've done it 5,000 times. And then I'm going to fight with the function a little bit more and try to get that working. How are you? How have you been out there in the land of software development and heavy metal and all of that thrashy stuff? Ooh, our stuff just finished too. All right, so I'm going to run that again and get our firewall built. I'm just a talking head right now. That's it. All right, then we'll put in one more file, and this file will include the Hasura API.terraform. There we go. All right, so this is resource, and what I'm using here is the Azure RM container group. Okay, that's going to use ACI, Azure Container Instances service, to get the Hasura API deployed out there, and then it's going to look at the database and generate all the bits we need. I've been trying to get my live streams back up running, but struggling to make the time to do it. Yeah, that's been my same shindig, and I've just started back literally, I think last week I did one, and then this week, this is the second one of today. So I'm just going to start just trying to do it whenever. Whenever I'm working on something, whenever I'm building on something, I'm just going to do it, period. And when I occasionally get the chance to, I'm going to throw in some music or whatever when I finally if ever get around to that. That's here. So, okay, that's in there. There's software game like category that you can use instead of science and technology. Oh, nice, software and game development. That's so much more fitting, really, because we're doing technology, I guess, but I don't know about that science thing. This isn't particularly scientific a lot of the time. It's more like, did I paint the picture right? Has it fallen off the wall? Oh, shit. Yeah. So, bunch of stuff needed for the container group. Let's add that real quick. There we go. And the location. Go back to this where, go resource group, locate. Oh yeah, do that one. Location, and then here we'll do, what do we want to call this? What should be a name, good name for the container in this? We'll just call it Azure container. Azure API. That looks like a great name, but I can't copy and paste that. Let's just do Azure API. There we go. I like that. I like that. Yeah, OS type is going to be Linux. Resource group name is going to be Azure RM. Resource group, that one, name. And then we gotta put our container in. Oh, and it's got a whole separate thing for it, doesn't it? Yep. Properties. I don't know why it just doesn't add the, maybe it doesn't, maybe the plugin doesn't enable adding the sub properties, the sub-dependent properties of the subcategory. So anyway, let's see, we got that. We're gonna have ports, because I set up a variable for that. Ooh, yeah, port equals var.api port, right? Yep, okay. Protocol. We're gonna use TCP, because that's what you use. And then, name. Azure data layer API. Memory. Let's go with 1.5. That's what I always seem to give containers. At least the ones that I'm using, CPU, we'll use a half because it's just, yeah, we don't worry about it. Azure /GraphQL engine. This might be wrong. v2.0.6, I think. What was this? Azure version. So this usually, oh no, Azure version. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 2.0.6. Okay. So the version of the CLI matches the server, generally speaking, that I know of. We tend to keep that in sync whenever we do builds and ship new stuff. So rock and roll for that. Makes that nice and easy. All right, so I got the ports in there. Now I need some, let's see, right in here. I guess I could have listed the ports. Yeah, let's actually do this. Ports subcategory. I like to put the subcategories at the bottom, or subsections at the bottom. But we need an environment variables section, and then we need an secure environment variables section. And then in here, we're going to do one for the API port, and we're going to turn off the console in the container. Or do we want to do that? Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it on for now. We'll probably turn that off in a bit. Okay, now I got some other copy and paste hacks here because I don't want to mess it up. The Azure GraphQL database URL link is this. But I just need to change it to my specific Postgres server. There we go. And there we go. All right. And that takes care of that link. So that's the Postgres connection string, which will be stored securely because it will have the password in plain text in it. And you don't want it to store it, you know, you don't want it to stay. It's a thing that doesn't store in the state. I think that's what that is. The secure environment variables. But anyway, it's a secure environment variable. I hope that's what it is. I'm going to look for it afterwards to see what happens, actually, now that we're thinking about it. And that does it. That's the container. It should be up and running. So if we do that, and we do a build again, that should spit our container out there that should connect to our database now. And I think, based on things, that is the correct connection, not connect, but correct connection string that should work with the database by default so that we can apply migrations afterwards. Generally, you need a Azure GraphQL metadata database URL, but if there's a Azure GraphQL database URL connection string, that one defaults as the metadata database and the one that we'll use for whatever it is that we'll end up putting in the database. So with that getting deployed, boom. You know, actually, I'm not gonna do what I was thinking I was gonna do. I've heard this song about 8 million times on Pretzel. Kind of don't want to hear it anymore. Can you? Oh, I guess you could thumbs down it, but I don't want to thumbs down it. It is kind of cool. It's got a lot of that 8-bit in the metal. Yeah. So I am listening to metal, right? Oh, look, punk. Ooh, ska. Ooh, rock. Yacht rock. Oh my god. Wait, where's the metal? Oh, there's the metal. I guess that's what I'm listening to already. Couldn't find any punk songs to play? That's kind of funny. What about this? Oh, wait, is this? Anyway, we're going to restart that and listen to it again. That's pretty cool. Did it finish? It did finish. Okay, so on that note, now I can navigate out here. We can build out some Azure stuff. Oh, I didn't. Oh, shoot. Let's go back to main. Yeah, that's where I was going to add my output variable. But I didn't add the output variable. What did I do with it? Let's, should I add the output variable here, or should I? Yeah, actually I should. It's the main. So output, and then I'm going to call this the Azure URI path. Oh, that didn't work very good. Output. Actually, yeah, it should work, right? URI path. Like, I don't seem to need the quotes that I thought I needed. So then value is going to be, yeah, so dollar punch it, and then colon dollar punch it, i.e. braces. Then let's hear Azure container group. Whoops. Sura.fqdn. And then bar.api port. Okay, so let's actually just try to do this, and then we'll build it and see if it. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. You know what, I just thought of something. Well, we'll mess with it. We'll mess with it and get it in a second. So, oh yeah, I didn't do it then. So, I just thought of this. I could do. Well, let's destroy first. Destroy. I'm going to destroy everything. I'm going to move everything into one directory. To the artist backing track. What is the artist backing track? Like, I mean, how do you even get that on Pretzel? There's that. Yeah, it's a fun one. So like, can I click over here? I can guitar. Oh, look at that. How does that one go? I guess we literally, it's just gonna be 39 seconds of it, so. The receding tunnel, face of the enemy, clash of iron. That's a cool 40 seconds, 39 seconds, whatever it's going to be. I guess it just fades into oblivion now. Drummer boy. What is this? Oh, because it's not safe for YouTube, and you had this YouTube safe filtered on. That is correct. That's cool. I didn't know that existed like that. This is a freaking punk song. How did this not show up under the punk section? Oh, backing track is the name of the artist. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, it looks like a Envoy of Death. Wow, they look like they have a ton of stuff. But it's all not safe for... Oh, sad panda. What does this do? Copied the link, I guess. Does that give me a link to post to you? Oh yeah, I guess so, because then it just sends you to... That's cool, okay. Anyway, we got that in there. How's my... Oh, I didn't... Oh, damn it. I thought I was... Oh, wait, I was. Yeah, here. So, destroy. Forgot to hit... Yes! Drink a little more coffee. Yeah, I know it should be, but I don't know, man. I don't trust YouTube. YouTube's flaky like that. Drives me nuts. And everything I have, like I hate going in and clicking on, you know, this is okay music, I bought it or whatever bullshit. That always drives me nuts. And I have so much music I bought because I am hardcore, as you know, about paying musicians. I think musicians are sorely underpaid. Of course, the only context most people have is, oh, there's fucking rich musicians like Taylor Swift and shit. That's like 1% of 1% of people. And, you know, anybody playing music knows that shit. Musicians basically don't get paid. It's a crazy amount of shit you have to do to get paid as a musician. So, that's the long way of me saying I pay for my music whenever I get a chance to. And I find ways to pay the musicians. And in turn, I've bought a lot of music. And I still get dinged for it on YouTube and shit. And I always have to go in and I have to say, like, bought the music, or, you know, bought rights for the music to play here. It drives me nuts. Eventually, I'm going to get off my lazy ass and I'm going to get some music played that I wrote. And then I'll just be like, F off. I wrote this. I played it. Don't be pinging me and shit. I got to figure out how to copyright it for myself, though, you know? Is this done? What is this fussing about? It's being accessed by... Okay, so this is one of the things that drives me nuts about specifically Terraform deleting a database on Azure Postgres. I almost always have to do this exact thing. I'll show you. Destroy. To get it to work, I do this. And that fixes it, right? Totally drives me nuts. The thing is, I'll bet you $1 to what, I don't remember what the damn saying is now. $1 to Betsy or something. Anyway, I'll bet you this shit will go through and it'll probably be deleted. It won't even need to delete it. Backing track GG. Metal since the 80s, royalty free, always enjoy the tunes. Oh, that's cool. Just to pull that up while that's running. Let's take a gander. Let's see if I can get dinked real quick. I also like supporting Pretzel too because it's a local startup. $1 to donuts, I like it. Maybe that's it. This is noticeably louder. How do I just want to see another one. Get, scoot. Oh, what does it say? So this is Pretzel, right? Yeah, Pretzel Rocks, Spotify. What is this thing? YouTube Music? Discord. Oh, what happens if I do that? Does it open it in Discord? It tries to, right? That's cool. Thanks for the pointer, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna check it out more in a little bit. Oh, this isn't cranked because I've got it turned way down. Oh, one thing I love about Pretzel these days is here, like if you click on crank it up, crank it back down, it does it gradually, right? I find that to be a really cool feature. Oh, and the stems and nice. Yeah, I will definitely go check that out. All right, so we did the destroyer. Yeah, oh, it did find more shit to destroy. That's somewhat frustrating. Anyway, so for destroy, I'm going to do this then. So we got it all destroyed, so we have a clean slate to work with, proverbially. Oh, and then let's, what is the YouTube bit, not the YouTube, what is the Terraform bit to Terraform, apply, yeah, this thing, no, I don't want to, just Terraform, apply all. Isn't it apply all, apply all, apply. Oh yeah, auto approve, that's it, auto approve. So, and then let's just do this. Living life risky, step by step destroy, blarg, whatever I'm singing. Does that work after vars? That's actually, yeah, it's supposed to be super low because I don't want to, you know, where's the, there we go. There we go. I wanted it like right there so that whenever I yap and shit, it's still pretty low, right? Get status. Oh, so much added. Let's do this now. Let's take this. Oh yeah, all that stuff. Perfect. And then we're gonna put it in the Hasura directory. There we go. So now we don't have to bounce around. So I'm just thinking about it. There's like no reason to bounce around. And then this can be deleted. Well, shit, how do you delete it in here? When in doubt. Yeah! Just moved it. Oh my god. Sometimes I don't know about .NET editors. I just don't know. Just don't know. Okay, anyway, all of our stuff is in there now. So now let's try out clear list. All right. Oh, whoops. Yep, we're in the wrong directory. And now we're in there, so we need to go back to codes. There, and then in, oh god, what do we name this? Oh yeah, local function project. There we go. And then we're going to navigate into Hasura to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this while we're at it. Let's actually rename this refactor of safe delete. Maybe is that where I should have done for that folder a minute ago? No, not that. I want to do rename. Wait, why can't I just edit? Oh, there we go. Rename. And why does that get a? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Infrastructure. There we go. Okay, now inside of infrastructure, how are we doing there? Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so let's try this. Let's do build, and that's going to take a few minutes. Yeah, I had actually turned it down way too low. That's my putz. I messed it up. How's the resolution, by the way? Is the stream doing okay? Like I had it throttled there for a second, and it was throwing my face around like all jittery in my monitor, and I just wasn't really sure what was up. I did get a so I stream on a MacBook Pro, one of the kind of newer-ish Intel ones, 16-inch, plenty of RAM, pretty badass video card, all that kind of stuff for a laptop. Anyway, I got a giant GPU to go with it, which is super cool. And that takes a huge amount of load off of the laptop itself, which is cool. Oh, and there it is. Let's see here. So I just lowered my seat. That's why I bounced like that. All right. Oh, cool. Cool. So 50 seconds in. All right. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to leave this running, and I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, so I'll be back in like, I don't know, a few seconds here. But of course, I'll have disappeared. But I'm coming back. It'll just be a minute. do the thing. Anyway, I'm back. And that thing stopped running, which is good. So it looks like it was successful. But in the meantime, it's time for a pot and a pitcher of pour over. So I'm going to talk about that for a second. Pour over time, pour over. I'm such a hipster. Notice the hat too. Got me a Waffle House hat to go with my hipster pour over. Pretty sure nobody would be caught dead making a pour over at Waffle House, though. You get the drip or you just shut up, GTFO. But yeah, so here I am making a pour over. And it looks like good progress be had on the Terraform stuff here. Now I just need to... Oh, that's ripping through there real good. There we go. Yeah, I just need to... Oh shit, I'm dropping beans again. I gotta clean this mess up, get my stuff set up better, where it's easier to get to. All right, so what we have so far now, we have a full-on Azure API ready to have any of the database tables set up or whatever to have that API endpoint, GraphQL API endpoint. We have the function that I want to integrate into that built locally, but it doesn't deploy for some reason. That part I got to figure out because I don't know what's up with that deal yet. I'm tempted to, I think what I might try to do there is to get the, oh shoot, what am I thinking? The Terraform template. I might try to get the Terraform template to work. I was doing a few things at one time there. It's messing with my train of thought. So let's hear Terraform, Azure RM, Functions. Yeah, Terraform on Azure. This looks trippy. Oh, this is recent. So what is this tutorial for? All this stuff. Why does it say 228 for me and then this is on freaking, they keep saying 2.4. Okay, logged into there. Yeah, and done that. Yeah. Okay, got all that stuff. Oh, this is the Hello World NPM one? Yeah, okay, so that's cool. Configure provider, got that done, yep. Resource group, yep. Deploy the first resource. Create a storage account, already did that. Insights, resource. Oh, do I need to do this? Probably should go back and figure this out. Account replication type, LRS. I don't have that. I should probably change that because that keeps getting mentioned everywhere. Let's go look real quick. So, for the storage account, oops, main. On the app service plan. Okay, we got to do that. Premium, dynamic, elastic premium. Yeah, so how do you get the function app? So that's pretty cool. But where do you set your make these changes? Ah, there we go. Add module output. Function app name description. Deployed function app name here. Deployed function host name. That's pretty cool. So this is app default host name, app name. Okay, but what about, okay, app settings, version, storage account, false node 14, app insights instrumentation, app plan ID, that thing, project environment, function app. Premium consumption, Linux premium. Oh, that's what that's attached to. Okay, I get that now. That actually offered some insight. So I don't get where do you set the so there's insights, storage account, locally redundant storage, zone redundant storage. Yeah, I do not particularly. Oh, let's go look at the repo. How does he do it? Ah, so the Terraform is in here. TF vars. So it's project, environment, location. And then variables, project, environment, location. Then okay, so this is what I need to do to get that in there. Keep rolling on that here, I guess. Max Avanov. Just in case there's any confusion. It says this. Ow, it's hot as hell. Ah, ba 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 ba. Okay. Well, I think for this session, I'm going to call it a day. It's past 5 p.m. It's 5:50 on the West Coast, so I know it's past time for everybody else. Oh, and it's dinner time. Somebody get some dinner. Ride my bicycle some. Then I'll be back at it later. So if you want to, feel free to join me then. And then we'll get this Azure Functions with Terraform figured out. Or at least get a frickin' function deployed so that it works. You know what I might do is I might just deploy that damn Go function again manually. Or not manually, but via Visual Studio Code because I have it working. It just doesn't. Oh, I'm real torn, right? So like I could just deploy that, but it's not really set up to. Yeah, it's weird. So it's not set up to. Oh shit! I don't know. I'll figure it out a little later. Put the wrapping touches on this present. And then, of course, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on Azure HQ, I'll be presenting this firsthand. And everybody can check that out. It'll be 9 a.m. at Azure HQ. So go follow the Azure HQ channel. And, of course, if you're not following me, follow me because, yeah, it's cool. And Digital Drummer, I hope to see you again real soon. By the way, that place we ate at that time you came up here, it closed, turned into an Italian restaurant, then it closed again, and now it's opening back up again, and is supposed to actually be badass again. It was pretty awesome before, but they tried to turn it into this Italian restaurant, which seems really weird, to make more money, because the other place, which was routinely packed for dinner, and often fairly busy for brunch, breakfast, and lunch, wasn't bringing enough revenue in. So I'm not really sure what the dealio was with that, but hey, it's coming back. So, you can come visit again and get some good grub at that Firehouse joint. It was pretty badass. Anyway. Ow, burnt my tongue. Everybody have fun, and I'll catch you in the next session. Cheerio.